So here's the deal. Today we have a twofer. We got a good unboxing and we got a bad unboxing. And depending on your point of view, either item is going to be either or. One's a good game, but with kind of mess stuff. The other's an ungodly piece of shit of a game with kind of good stuff. Also, I can't find my handy dandy box cutter, so today I'm using Mr. Scary Knife. That's all I can really say about him. He has a sordid past. Sordid. Anyway, he was just the nearest pointy object I had to cut tape with. So don't look too much into it. You'll be sorry. So let's start with the first bad. I snagged this a couple of days ago off of a GameStop sale. Aliens, Colonial Marines for the Xbox 360, the collector's edition. Since it's kind of big, I guess I can raise the camera a little bit. As you can see, it's a nice little box, got nice details on it. Everything is on the back, so let's find those tape marks. Ah, there it is. Any other spaces? There it is. On the back. Now, normally I'd be a little more careful with something like this, but my god, it's such a horrible game. And if you guys ever catch my Let's Plays, you'll see you see how bad it is. It's horrendous. Which, you know, here's a time for me to plug my Let's Plays. I will complete that game. It is just so horrifying. It's like watching a really, really good B movie. The game itself is shit. It's just an objection. It's an objective viewpoint, essentially. Well, of course, we got one thing, and we got the game itself, which I have for PC, so fuck it. And we got DLC, which I guess I don't really care for, but you know what. And we have a Colonial Marines dossier. It's apparently classified. Let's open this up and see what's inside. I like these little folders. I always like these little folders. I wish they would have done something like this for Arkham Origins, but they went with the cheaper one, which is kind of odd because that was a mediocre game to be sure, but this is a piece. This game is so bad. It's just the only way to enjoy it is with a friend, just to see how bad it gets. Is it LV226? Oh, LV426. Hadley's Hope Perimeter. Damn, they went really all out with the details on this. Look at this. It's 80s printer paper. With the punched holes and everything. I admit some of the stuff that came with it is pretty cool. I actually do like the Aliens franchise. So stuff like this I can really get into. Ooh, it's a map of the Sephora, which is the ship you're on in the game. This is certified. Oh, this is kind of cute. I guess you signed your name on that to become a United States Colonial Marine. Be the face. Once again, another 80s styled advertisement. Yeah, I actually ran into something like this a few weeks ago for an Army ad, rummaging through some junk. Oh, wait. Something else. What is this? Oh, more DLC, that's all. Anything else down there? Ooh, patches. USCM. Hoorah! Hoorah! Yep. The only reason I paid, a whole $10 for this. And the reason probably you would too is this lovely little figure. It even comes with a nice little cardboard backdrop. Really, the absolute only reason I bought this is because this figure is actually pretty nice. The only thing I could say I can complain about is, I guess that's supposed to be a lighting effect, but it's painted blue instead of black. Like a light blue. I guess it's supposed to be just shadowing though. Other than that though, it's not bad. It's not spectacular. I would never have paid the full price for this. But it's not bad. It really isn't. It's pretty decent actually. And it's going to go on my shelf of neat things, which I actually have several of. I guess it's supposed to be your main character winners. Don't ask me to say I pay attention to the story, because I didn't. Or at least I hadn't been when I was playing it. It's more of just been a shock of, oh my god, look at this game. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, if you can pick it up for like $1, I say do it just to see how bad it is. It's basically an example of what not to do when making a video game. Alright, so that's Aliens Colonial Marines. There's all the crap that goes with it. That goes over there. The other thing I got this week was Bravely Default. Actually, it arrived a few days late because for some reason, whenever you order anything for a Nintendo console through Amazon, it arrives late. You can never get release date shipping on it. Even this though, this was like released late though. I don't think they got their shipments till the 7th at least. Anyway, let's go on. Mr. Scary Knife. Is that the only one? Hope it is. Ooh. Like the way that opens. Wait a second. Ha! Well, first I'm going to look at these AR cards. I don't know what they do yet. I'll discover that when I play the game, of course. But there we go. Oh, are you serious? I can't use Mr. Scary Knife to open these. Ah, there we go. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Just want to show some of these off. Oh, I guess that was an AR card. Ha! Alright, these seem to feel really nicely made. I mean, they're not playing cards or anything, but and then the art on these is pretty nice. You can't really tell because they're just reflecting the light. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, fuck it. Ooh, there we go. Some more artwork. I guess this is in-game models now. Gee, that doesn't look like Final Fantasy IV at all. Now, the best way, from what I've been hearing, the best way to describe what Bravely Default is it's essentially Final Fantasy III with a better story and tweaked combat. That's just my impression of it. Final Fantasy III is a great game, but it always seems to be overlooked. So this is why I was really excited for this. As for why I haven't played it yet, is I've got a fucking large backlog that I've been ignoring. So this will probably go into it. Here's the game. Apparently it also plays on the 2DS. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't, but there you go. And of course, another lovely soundtrack. Now, if this goes back to the old school style of Final Fantasy music, which is the whole reason why people are loving the hell out of this, is because it went back so far to the old school, which hasn't been done since Final Fantasy IX. It's high fantasy instead of steam cyberpunk. It's basically supposed to be whatever the hell, the opposite of what the hell Nomura has been doing with Final Fantasy. And it all comes in this nice handy box. I like the box. The box is actually pretty neat. And it goes back in there. Like I said, it's going to be in the backlog for a little while, so I'm not even going to be able to do a review on it for a bit. There. So that's today's haul. Now I won't be able to do another one till at least my loot crate comes in, and that won't be till at least the 20th, 21st, usually around there. Yeah, I know you guys are so excited about my loot crate. Anyway, have a good evening. I'll be putting up some more videos in the next couple of days, since I finally got my internet fixed, seemingly. So you guys have a good time and a good night.